Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. This is episode number 38. I am Ryan, and with me, as always, is my good buddy Rob.
Hey, folks.
Hey.
Hey, guy.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you've had quite the week. You as of what, 4 hours ago, you're 3 hours ago, you're A+ certified now?
Hey, yes. Been nothing but studying port numbers and, because I've got 20 years in the telecom industry, and telecom industry is not hiring anyone right now, so to IT I went.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm going to contribute. Just watch.
All right. Well, we're filming this at night. This is Saturday night here. We're filming this. We just came back and recorded the final episode of our Streets of Rage 4 playthrough.
Yes.
Because, we got to the final level there before, and we're both dead tired, and that boss just was 2 attempts, and he just destroyed us. So
Yep.
I think I just fell asleep right on my keyboard, and I think we just had to call it a night then.
So this was the revenge episode, and crushed him this time. So look for that soon.
Yeah.
Good night's sleep.
Yeah. Well, you posted about a contest we're doing here this week.
I did. It's up on the Facebook page here. It's pinned, the pinned announcement at the top, and it's to thank all of our lovely followers and likers who follow the shenanigans we put on a weekly basis. We're having a contest, a thank you contest, and all you have to do is find that post. It's pinned at the top, and leave a comment of any sort, whether it's a suggestion for a game or a thank you or something you don't like about us, or even if you just want to say that Rob's my favorite. However you want to do it, it's any comment will get you entered in, and on June 15th we'll do a live draw for a $50 Amazon gift card as a thank you. So thank you all for putting up with what we do on a weekly basis.
Yeah, there's one comment already. When does the Rob show come out? And,
and I said it's every week. It's always the Rob show.
When's that jerk Ryan gonna just let Rob have his own show?
That might lead into the segue here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So for the next few weeks here, next 3 weeks. Well, actually next month, because I'm still working this week and then I have 3 weeks off. I'm working on I took time off work to do a renovation project. And it's a big one. It's basically, yeah, I won't get into the details of it, but it's a really big project, and enough that 3 weeks may not be enough time. So I may have to give up the podcast here for a couple weeks. But I'm really gonna try, because I love doing this. Could be a good wind down, but
oh, sure.
If there's a big time crunch or something, then I might have to forego this. So in the next couple weeks, maybe look for Rob to do the Rob show.
Yeah, it'll be a kind of a short notice kind of thing, folks. So
yeah,
you may see Ryan, you may not, and if you don't see Ryan, you might see special guest stars. Brent and Damon might come in. Maybe I'll have celebrities.
Yeah, we've been getting lots of emails from celebrities to come on the show. So
basically, yeah, like Randy Pitchford wants to come. What's his pickle? John Romero wants to be here. Yeah, he's seen our show, really likes what we do.
Right.
None of those things are true. None of those things are true. But yeah, we'll put on some sort of show. So
yeah, there'll still be something. Rob might just take the full reins, or like you said, might be joined by some guests, or I might be here.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We don't.
We don't. All right, moving right on into the news. So something that made me quite happy was I read that No Man's Sky is joining Game Pass. and that's going to be out on Xbox and Xbox PC Game Pass. So, I'll talk about this gosh darn game every week. Be a chance for people to give her a try and see what the hype or lack of hype is all about.
There you go. There you go. And then for those of us who don't know, Ryan really likes that game.
I do.
Talks about it all the time, more than his wife, his kids.
Yeah.
It's a good redemption story, and everyone likes a good redemption story, right?
Moving on here in the news, BlizzCon has officially been canceled. I think they're really just kind of holding off to see, that usually happens in October. And I think they're just waiting around to see what happened. And
yeah,
unfortunately, they had to cancel.
And you know what? Everyone else is doing it remotely. I imagine they'll just come up with something with some sort of a direct or something, right? So
yeah, they have like a whole virtual thing already that you could buy. So
yeah,
participate in. I mean, you got to pay for it, but I don't think it'll be that much of a stretch for them to just do it all virtually.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
All right. So Sony had a state of play this week, and it featured 20 minutes of Last of Us 2 footage.
Was that the extent of it? Was there anything else, or?
I chose not to watch it.
Okay, me neither. All right.
After that last trailer that came out, I kind of felt I felt like it was too much info.
Right. Gotcha.
I didn't want any more spoiled. I mean, this game comes out in just over 2 weeks now, almost 3 weeks, and as it is, I'm like, there's spoilers out there already, and I'm just avoiding them because I don't want to read them.
I hear you.
But one thing that I did read, and it's not really a spoiler, I guess a Sony Vita makes a guest appearance in the trailer. Someone's actually playing one.
That's fantastic.
So they survived the apocalypse.
They would, and they're going to be rare enough that you can use the trade for canned goods or something. But don't see no Nintendo DSs in the apocalypse.
It's true.
You can use a Vita to destroy a zombie, I guess, or whatever. Does not have zombies? They have clickers or something, right?
Yeah, the clickers.
Yeah,
they're like zombies.
Sure,
they're like mushroom zombies.
Like Toad?
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, your princess is in another castle."
That's exactly what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try it out after all.
Moving on. A sequel was announced for Toy Soldiers. So did you ever play Toy Soldiers?
Oh, for the game?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No? It's kind of a real-time strategy, tower defense-y, but basically you're in a big sandbox and you're using the little plastic men.
Okay.
And it's just a whole like strategy game based on that. And yeah, they've announced a sequel to that, and that's pretty exciting. I actually I picked it up on the 360 back in the day and played quite a bit of it there. So a sequel right up my alley.
Very nice. Is the same developer? Like who developed that one there? Okay.
It is the same developer, but I did not get who it was. Thanks, Rob.
Oh boy.
Thanks for making me look prepared.
Hey Siri. Who made the video game Toy Soldiers? Signal Studios.
Okay.
There you go.
That's who's making the new one as well.
Totally right off the top of my head. Didn't have to look up anything.
Didn't have to ask a robot.
Nope. She's listening anyway, so.
She's always listening.
She's always listening.
Don't say anything bad about her.
What else you got, Ryan?
What else do we got here? Well, so an announcement came out this week from a Japanese reporter saying that he's talked to the big wigs at Sega.
Sega.
And they have an announcement that is coming very soon that is going to rile the video game industry. Okay. So that was part one.
Part one.
So part two, I mean, a lot of people speculating a lot of things. One of them being that they may distribute the Xbox in Japan because, Microsoft just doesn't do well in Japan.
Sega's a household name there. They're the Nintendo of Japan. Yeah, you bet.
So then later in the week, they announced that their event is going to be Thursday, June 4th, which is also part of our next story, that Sony announced that their PS5 event is going to be Thursday, June 4th as well. So that's leading to a lot more speculation. The Sony one happens earlier in the day and the Sega one in the evening. But this is traditionally the week when E3 starts.
Right. Okay, yeah. So these are like the replacement E3.
Yeah, type. So whether they're just following a schedule or whether they're connected, I mean, what do you think of Sony like picking up Sega as a first level developer there?
Boy, would Sega announce that? Would that rile the video game industry? Like, because people get bought by developers all the time. Like, that would be something maybe for Sony to be excited about, but would Sega be like, "Hey, we're getting bought by somebody big"?
Well,
I don't know.
It's big news because suddenly think the Streets of Rage we just played was a Sega game.
Absolutely.
Sega has been enjoying like putting their stuff out on everything, and then suddenly you can only play their stuff on the PlayStation. It'd be a pretty big get. It'd be a pretty big get for Sony.
It would be. Hear me out though.
Yeah.
Dreamcast
Absolutely.
2.
Yeah.
Dreamcast 2.
Oh, that would rile the video game industry.
Or Game Gear 2. Revolutionary. Instead of the Sega Saturn, you got the Sega Jupiter.
Okay.
I'd say the Sega Planet, but it's not really a planet. Or the Sega Pluto, but it's not a planet anymore, so it doesn't really count.
I thought I had earlier. I was wondering if it's like Sony buying a mascot, but I don't think mascots are as important as they used to be.
No, I wouldn't think so. And they got Sonic, right? Like,
well, Sega does.
Oh, you mean Sony?
Yeah.
Oh, Sony just renting out Sonic?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, who knows? We're gonna find out. June 4th. Very exciting.
What was Brent's prediction again?
Brent is predicting the same thing you are, that Sony is going to be buying Sega.
Right. So
I can't see it, but I've been wrong many, many times. Many times. So many times. But Sega's on a roll because also announced this week the Sonic movie is getting a sequel. That's right.
Yeah. It's officially going ahead with a sequel. The movie did well enough that
yeah, which is good because the end movie ended up being pretty entertaining, right? It was it started off kind of bad in the production cycle, but they really came around. So
yeah, they must have really realized they had something for them to actually go through all that work, like
Yep.
So
excellent.
Yeah. So I think that's all we got for news this week. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you been playing this week?
Well, most of my week has been tied up training and getting ready for the exams here. But I did try out Minecraft Dungeons for kind of a easy Diablo light kind of experience.
Okay.
And it's all right. It's very... I got it on the Switch, even though I have Game Pass, just because I needed something I could pick up and play on the sofa in between cramming monitor resolutions. And I don't think the Switch is the best way to play it. It does get jittery.
Right.
It's not... But I mean, the game itself is like a Diablo light. So I mean, there's you only have one class or character. Um, the story's there. It's got some charm, and the good thing going forward is that it is a looter game, but it's so you get the loot. It's got a very simple set of fighting mechanics and things, but it's only like $25-30. So, and it's definitely more aimed at kids.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'd give it like a 6. It's like a mediocre, not great, not offensive. Just it's almost like they put a Minecraft skin on like a Diablo clone and just be like, hey, we're done. This is Minecraft dungeons.
So is there like any like so Minecraft's all about creating? Is there anything creative, or is it just like a game?
It's just a game with the skin on it and the blocks and stuff. You don't really destroy any blocks or anything like that.
Much replayability?
I wouldn't say so. You can beat other levels. Like there are different skill levels for each world or mission, I guess, and like the higher you play, the better loot you get. But I hear the game's about 5 hours worth of story, and I think they might be a bit generous. I'm basically beating it now, so.
Oh.
But I mean, for $30, you know, there's some replayability with your friends and stuff like that. It's
okay.
It's like a warm glass of milk, right? It's not offending anyone, but it's not your go-to for like, man, I can't wait for that warm glass of milk.
Rob, warm glasses of milk offend me.
Well, there you go.
Like, what? Milk is meant to be drank cold. Why would you warm up milk to drink it?
Don't you put your milk preferences on me, son. That's not...
Are you a psychopath?
Is a modern thing now is I should call you racist because you have an opinion different than me? That's where people go with it now, right?
I think so. I think that's right where it goes to.
Yeah, okay.
You're a milkist.
You're a milkist. Why don't you like your warm milk? No, it's free on Game Pass. Play it on Game Pass. It's a good free game.
I had honestly tried to make an effort to try it out too this week, but just didn't work out. So
there you go. That's all I've been playing.
Okay.
Other than mobile games that I'm not going to talk about because they're, yeah.
You were trying out your new PSP Cable Boat too, right?
Yes, yeah, I did try a few things with that. I got the Hyperkin. Actually, I got it right here. How's that for timing? Oh, it's stuck to my lights. Come on. Oh. The Hyperkin HD TV cable for the PSP 2000, 3000? Yeah. Is that backwards on your screen?
Nope.
Okay, it is right way. Yeah, so I've been trying that out with a couple games with my PSP 3000. It works pretty well.
Yeah.
It's a replacement for the component cables that I used to have that got destroyed. So,
see, like I have I got it right up there, but I'm not gonna pull them down. I got the Nintendo one, the one that does GameCube, SNES, and N64, and price versus like being able to just hook it up and go.
Yeah,
you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. Like it works perfectly for that. Yeah. Is it the best solution? Not even close. But is it, cheap and good?
Yep.
It's that whole triangle, right? Do you want the cheap and good? Then it's not going to be the.
You bet. So I'm looking at doing some PSP captured games here. Because now it's with the component cables, they were always jittery and they didn't work well with my capture. And having this HDMI, I can actually get back and play some of them. So
cool. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you bet. But definitely worth it. Got that from Limited Run Games, but you can probably buy it right from Hyperkin if you were so inclined. So
Amazon carries them too.
Okay.
Yeah. To completely derail this, they have ones for like pretty much all the retro consoles. Like right. they have a TurboGrafx one, they have a Dreamcast one, they have PSP or PS 1 and 2.
Okay.
They have Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
they got everything. Speaking of which, there may be some TurboGrafx 16 gameplay here coming in a recording soon because I just won one of those with 12 different games. So
Nice, yeah.
Came with the turbo booster, so I can go composite out, which means I can capture it. So
Awesome.
maybe look forward to that.
All right.
Yeah. What about you, young pup? Were you playing any No Man's Sky this week?
I was.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so I hit the 200-hour mark this week in No Man's Sky.
I was surprised you weren't there yet.
I know, right? Well, I've been taking these little breaks here and there to play other stuff and
Sure. See other people. I got it.
see other people and
Yeah.
But I hit 200 hours and I don't know why, but I just got an achievement or whatever. And I was like, hey, I wonder how close I am to getting platinum in the platinum achievement in No Man's Sky. And it turned out I was pretty close. There's like 10 different things, and I had completed like 8.5 of them.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, there's like 10 different categories, and I had maxed out 8.5 of them. So I was working on that a lot this week. This last one though, it's I mean, part of the game is you go to planets to explore, right? And you scan everything. Okay. But so this is to scan animals on a planet. Like you always know how many there are. Like as soon as you land on a planet, it'll tell you, there's 8 or 5 or 13, whatever, right? And so I've been trying to work on that, but I've been finding some buggy stuff and doing some reading and some I don't know, kind of a little bit unfair, because I discovered that if you have been to a planet already and scanned some of the animals, if you go back and top that up, like 3 of the 5, and then you go find the last 2 animals to scan, it won't work. You have to scan them all in a row and not leave the planet.
Okay.
So I wasted a lot of time on that because I'm like, well, this planet only had 2 animals. Maybe it needs to have more. I'd scanned 1 of the 2. Yeah. So I did some reading and discovered that. So that I wasted a lot of time like trying to complete planets that I'd half done already and figured out that I couldn't. So
there you go. No Man's Sky, folks, don't play it.
Yeah.
Unfair and awful. Ryan Kashmir 2020.
Well, also this is I did a lot of recording on my PS4, like clips, and I'm actually going to put together some tips and tricks videos to it might be a month out, but this game ain't going anywhere, so so working on my backlog, I finished my Friend Pedro.
Hey.
And I nearly threw my Switch on the last level because the game suddenly gets very platformy.
Okay, gotcha.
Very platformy.
Sure.
And this game isn't a platformer. And having to do precision jumps with very floaty physics. Because, I mean, you're supposed to always be flying through the air, guns a-blazing, like John Wicking over stuff, And yeah, there was a couple levels there where I had to take a couple deep breaths, but very happy that I finished it. The end battle was 3 boss battles in a row.
Okay.
So it was very cool. Very nice. Cool. And yeah, just happy that I got through something else in my back catalog there. So finishing that up on the Switch, I moved fully over to Luigi's Mansion 3, and that's been my go to bed, play a bit before, and I'm gonna finish that up.
The spooks.
Yeah. So last weekend I also I just randomly just fire up a game Like,
Hmm.
I don't know why. Like, I had a little craving for first person shooter, and so I fired up Battlefield 4, and that kind of leads me into. We'll leave the. I'm going to talk more about it and then making us grumpy here at the end, but just wanted to mention that I had fired it up and it still works. Looks great on my computer, but and this leads me to something I put in the notes here as mystery game.
I see. I'm very excited.
So, um, I had asked you about a game this week, and you had
Did
said
you?
that,
I can't
yeah, I
remember.
did. I'd asked you about Missile Command.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you were like, you just sent me, a bunch of emojis of like barfing, and I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
That's because
So,
I love the game so much. It made me vomit all over the place.
so I'm like, well, it's free on the phone,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna download it and try it.
Yeah.
And I did, and I actually really liked it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so there is walled garden because you can free to play it, but then you can only die 3 times, and then you got to wait for the thing to recharge,
Yeah.
or you buy the game for $3.99, right? So then I was like, well, what if I buy it on the Switch for $3.99? And I got it on the Switch,
Hmm.
so I did. I bought it on the Switch, and Missile Command has always been one of those games I've loved. Like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
um, it was one of the. I actually bought. So I bought a copy of it for my old 486, and the game, it wasn't actual Missile Command. It was missile
Yeah.
whatever.
One of the many DOS arcade remakes with a different name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this game will always have a special place in my heart because I never actually needed to use it. But the game had a boss mode, and not like a boss fight. But if you were playing this game at work and your
Hmm.
boss was coming, you would hit like Alt F7 or
Hmm.
something like that, and it would pop up an Excel sheet with graphs and stuff. Pause the game, right?
Yep.
This
Yep.
is stuff they put into old DOS games that they don't do anymore, right?
That's right.
So, anyways, buying the game, it's $3.99 on the Switch store. Um, I started playing it, and I'm trying to play it with a thumbstick,
Hmm.
moving the cursor around, and I'm like, oh, I've made a mistake. I should have just played it on the phone if I like it so much, right?
Right.
But I really like that you play it, and then you can build up your skills. I mean, there's only
Hmm.
4 skills, but you can choose which one you want to build up and stuff. So then I was like, wait a second. Wait 1 second. The Switch has a touch screen,
It sure does.
which this is probably the only time like, I don't think I've ever played another game that's utilized it really. So
Should try playing some of the phone games you've given me.
yeah,
And all sorts of games you can use the touch screen.
right. So
Yeah.
anyways, so I played it a bunch last night, and it's
Oh,
it's gonna be a good, like, just mindless, like, I've got 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. I'm gonna see if I can build up some stuff, and I love me some Missile Command.
all right. All right. I'd ask
So
how much money Atari gave you for that plug, but they can't even pay their creditors right now, so I know that's not the case.
I don't know what I was expecting. Like, with a game with a name like Recharged, like, it could have been really bad. They could have turned it into like a God, who knows? Like,
Mm.
it could have went in so many bad directions. But I mean, so far I've only seen one level, like one background,
Yeah.
and it's just Missile Command.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
I'm
good.
glad you like it. There you go. Now you're typing it in.
Yeah, so that I can add it to the notes later. So yeah, I like me some Missile Command. So moving on here.
Moving on.
That's all I've played this week. I know I've talked everybody's ears off enough. Brent put up a poll for us this week,
You sure did.
and the question was, do you play any sort of MMOs? And if you do, what is your preferred way to play? And then he gave all the choices for MMOs. And I think what spurred this poll was Phantasy Star Online 2 came out.
Yes. Yeah, he was very excited about that.
Yeah. And so, hey, perfect. So he tied for third place was EU MMOs. I run from them. And I'm part of a large guild alliance. I enjoy a big community. Go big or go home. Both tied for third.
I was in the first group there. I'm
Yeah.
not a big MMO fan, but there's a lot of people out there who enjoy it. So,
in second place was I like a small band of close friends, family, keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Real.
And coming in number one was I hook up with occasional randoms for quests, but mostly play solo. And that's where I put my vote in because I'm a lone wolf like that.
That's right. But you joined the biggest group.
Yeah.
Of votes. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, yeah. And looking at some of the people who are in there, I totally can see a lot of those people being in that group. So
yeah.
It's good. It's good. Variety of different ways to play.
So yeah, that was our poll question of the week. Now, the cheap bag game challenge.
Yeah.
From what I heard, I broke you.
Yeah, you sure did. It had been a long week. Lots of studying and getting ready for this. And I was just like, okay, I got to get this game out of the way. So yeah, I got about 14 seconds into it, and I actually put the headset down and walked out for a bit. Because it was Flappy Bird. It was just Flappy Bird. The running joke is that every game you've picked for me is a phone game they just ported to the Switch.
Yeah.
And this is the most phony phone game that's ever phone gamed, is Flappy Bird. And it's just, but it took Flappy Bird and took away the good graphics of Flappy Bird, which is not a sentence that comes out of my mouth. But it looks bad. It's controls awful. Like there was a spelling mistake in the tutorial. There's a spelling mistake in the tutorial on it. And it's not like, like your and your or something that people often get wrong. It was like machine and manchine. And it was like, oh, okay, and I knew right then. It was going to be a winner. So yeah, that was the worst one I've played so far.
I just got this text of all just middle fingers. And I'm like, what's going on? Why is Rob sending me all these texts of middle fingers?
Yeah. And the other warning sign was that it was by Little Cool Games, the same people who did Deadly Fighter 2, another game you picked for me. And
oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're a big indie game company. Yeah. So I got one for you. I don't know if it's because honestly, full disclosure here, I looked this up about 20 minutes ago because I've been studying all week. I haven't had a chance to do much of anything, but this one jumped right out at me, and I looked it up online. So hopefully it's available in North America. I never really looked at that.
Oh yeah, if you were looking on the store.
Yeah, it says American store. If it isn't, I'll come up with something else. But it's called Ant Gravity, Tiny's Adventures.
Ant Gravity? Okay.
Ant Gravity, Tiny's Adventures. And I do like making you play kids games.
Yes,
and this looks like a kids platformer all the way here. So.
And does it have a rhythm component?
Oh boy! Ever-changing levels.
Ever-changing levels.
Avoid threats, overcome obstacles.
Because that seems to be
it's got gravity manipulation.
Okay.
Which totally means it's an auto-scroller, and you just have to hit the button change gravity. That's what I see happening in your future. But
okay.
It actually released 2 days ago on the store. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. It
will
should be
I
good.
will still get this in um before the next show, even if I'm not on the show or whatever. I will get this done this week. I will make
Excellent.
time for that.
Be a tired looking Ryan.
So we kind of just decided to do the show tonight just because we both had kind of busy weeks, instead of doing it Sunday like afternoon when we usually do. So we were going to introduce a new section this week, so maybe we'll just talk about it.
Sounds good.
So we're going to alternate. So whoever's doing the bad game challenge or the cheap bad game challenge, um, the other person is going to do a retro pick, and they're just going to pick a retro game from our expansive catalogs and
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
and play it for a bit, and just it'll be stuff that's like meaningful to us or something we've always wanted to try, or it'll be things like that. Just good little retro pick.
You bet. You bet.
So
Yeah. So that'll be me this week, I guess. Then, eh?
yeah, yeah. If you wanna do one up,
I'll go through the collection here. I'm just scanning as we're talking here.
I see those Congos back there, so I'd really like to see a Donkey Congo.
I don't even know if those work. Got them in a bundle at one point, and they've been sitting on the shelf.
Yeah. Have you ever
Yeah.
tried Donkey Congo?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess look for that next week. A retro pick from Rob.
That's right.
And so you'll post a video about it, and I'll know if you'll talk about it, or we'll talk about them a little. We'll probably talk about them a little bit,
Yeah. You betcha. You betcha.
just like we do with the cheap bag game challenge here.
Yeah, and on Monday we'll finish off. We'll start off finishing the Streets of Rage episodes. So those will start coming out on Monday as well.
So yeah, so something that came from my gameplay this week, Rob,
Yes.
is making me grumpy.
Angry Ryan. Angry Ryan.
So I've been having a lot of um, I'm not gonna say trouble. That's not the word I'm looking for. Like, I'm really finding I don't like games in the first person.
Like playing them yourself? You
Yeah,
like
like
seeing
I
other
like
people play them?
no, like I
Sorry, that's a joke. First
oh,
person. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was no, that
Okay.
was good actually. That
Yeah,
was
there you go. There you go. It made you laugh and it made you think. But sorry, carry on.
It was a
First person.
laugh thinker. So yeah, I don't like as much as I enjoyed playing, like, for example, Outer Limits. Like, that was always the thing holding me back. Like, questing in first person, I just don't like it.
Sure.
But I love the Battlefield games. Like, I've played the crap out of them. And then I'm kind of thinking, like, well, I really like Doom as well. So maybe first person shooters are okay, but like first person questing and like
Sure.
whatnot, like that's one thing that, as much as I've heard about Fallout, the Fallout games, like Fallout 4 and
Mhm.
76. Yeah. That's the first person like questing game.
Mhm.
And then like I've been talking to some people about games that I like we're talking about No Man's Sky, and someone brought up Ark Survival, which is like it's very like seems kind of very similar to No Man's Sky, but it's first person, and it just it doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. So, anyways, I played some Battlefield 4 this week, and I was happy to see that it still runs great on my computer, and there's still lots of servers up and running. Surprisingly, like tons, and a lot of people playing. But I'm with shooters, I'm definitely much better keyboard and mouse for one. But I got to this point where there's this guy playing, and we both come around a corner and I start shooting him, and he just starts jumping, and he's just bouncing all over the place. And it's like, you know what? They put all this work into these shooter games to make them to be these realistic, you know, like shooters, like to fully immerse you. And yet they've never fixed this whole jumping thing. And it's pretty, like, I've even seen in the little bits that I've played Fortnite, still a thing. And you know, it's like just somebody mashing on their space bar and their guy jumping all over the place. Like, just put like a 3-second timer after landing or something, you know, or
Sure.
a 2-second, like. But it's just so frustrating because, you know, you got someone dead for rights, but you can't actually hit them because they're, you know, they're spinning their mouse around and slamming on the on the jump. Maybe they have it hooked up to an auto key or something. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that's the old guy in me.
Yes, it is.
And but man, oh man, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't really tried. So I haven't tried a Battlefield since Battlefield 4. So I don't know if the issue's been addressed, but
might have, right? Like it's
yeah, they might have changed something, but you know, like I said, in Fortnite you can still do that, continuously jump when someone's by you, and that shouldn't be a way out of getting shot, you know. Bend your knees a bit to have to jump. Come on. There's no way you could just bounce around like a friggin' guy in the spring. So yeah, that's what made me grumpy this week.
That might be the most old man thing that's made you grumpy, I think. It's getting there. I mean, I totally understand and I agree with you, but yeah, you totally came off sounding like a like a senior citizen trying to play video games there. Which, I mean, you are. So it's
them kids,
they're just
jumping all over the place, just jumping, and I'm shooting, and they're just not getting hit. It's not fair. It's not fair. There you go.
Now, when they're jumping all over the place, are they able to hit you?
Quite often, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can still shoot while jumping too.
Right. You just think it'd be hard to aim when you're spinning all over the place.
Yeah. But no, you know, these guys practice that, and that's probably why they don't take it out, because people will be up in arms that, you know, the latest Battlefield is broken. I can't jump continuously.
What's going on here? This episode sponsored by Sprite.
Yeah. Sprite lemonade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't Sprite normally pretty lemony?
It is. It's a lemon lime drink, but then this has a splash of lemonade in it.
Is that kind of like having a cola with a splash of cola in it?
Kind of.
I mean, I'm sure it's delicious.
Actually,
there's things that make me think it's.
This tastes like Fresca now.
Ah, Fresca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot more lemon, little less lime.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, with that little rant, I think I'm good. I'm done. So, yeah, but anything else you want to add, Rob?
No. I'm sorry to hear your Battlefield 4. But you know what? With that new computer you're getting, maybe with the higher refresh rate and the enhanced graphics, you're playing the brand new games, like maybe you'll be an expert now.
Well, I'm going to try Battlefield 5 for sure, and I will definitely report on that.
Is that the newest one? Battlefield 5?
It is.
Like a Battlefield 1 version 2 or...
No, there was Battlefield 1, which came after 4.
Right.
And then the newest one is 5.
Right, okay. So like the next one would be like I.
Yeah. They'll just jump to, it'll be like Battlefield 32.
Battlefield 176.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Well, good. You have to. We're all anxiously awaiting because I also hear that you really want to play the Half-Life Alyx on stream. So when you get the new computer, you'll be able to. You're going to buy an Oculus and and play the jumpy scary game. So I don't have to. That's what I've heard.
I still heard that you were gonna play some Resident Evil 7 for us.
No,
No, not gonna happen.
no. Because I will throw that headset right against the wall when those spiders come out or something. It's just like, no, no.
Yeah. When you had gone to the bathroom when we had I had you and some friends over. We were playing the PS4 game Farpoint.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
and the bug jumped on your face.
but my buddy Steven there jumped out and latched
Great.
on, and he fell right out of the chair and had ripped the mask off and was like just so into it.
Yeah, I'd love to know. Forget all these COVID facts and things. How many people a year have heart attacks due to PSVR? Things jumping at your face.
Yeah.
That's humor, people. I'm not actually belittling the pandemic, but yeah, man, it's
Well, I heard you. Do you think
way
it's
too
not
realistic.
real, Rob? I heard you. This whole thing's just.
Yeah, I've got my red hat that I'm going to put on once we're done here, and I'm going to rant about the Earth being flat later on here too. So,
All right.
yeah.
All
Speaking
right.
of which, topical news. Did you see the shuttle launch?
You
Or the
know
rocket?
what? We happened to be eating lunch, and Julie was scrolling through Facebook, and she was like, "Oh, the SpaceX launch is happening in 10 minutes." So we
Yeah.
fired up the YouTube app on the TV and watched it, and yeah, it's
Pretty cool.
very cool.
Yeah. It's the most American thing of all, having private enterprise take over the space program. But at least someone's doing it.
That's yeah. That's really what it comes down to, right?
Yeah. And at least they had NASA astronauts actually flying the thing.
Yeah.
I had pictures of like Tesla employees up wearing like a helmet and being like, "Let's go! I'm getting danger pay." But yeah, they made it to the space station there. They're docked and life's good.
Awesome.
Yeah. And there's no other bad news happening right now, so nothing else to talk about.
No,
nothing bad in the world.
All right. On that note.
On that note, let's get out of here.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We're the Grumpy Old Gamers, and you can check out all of our original content. We posted over on thegrumpyoldgamers.com, and lots of activity going on the Facebook page. We got the contest going on, chance to win yourself a Amazon gift card there. So, yeah. And if you want to ever email us, you can email us at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We have yet to receive one email. Just one. That's all I ask for. Just one. Just one.
Just call and say, "Ryan, you're a swell guy, and I appreciate you."
Oh, well, we did get one, and it was like, "When's the Rob show coming?" Yeah, so
it was from me.
Yeah, and it was from you. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Have yourselves a good evening. Talk to you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.